We have the caravan. We made it to Ultima in Victoria last night at about 11:15 this morning. We're heading off to Mildura. The adventure really begins now. The van's in tow and off we go. Alrighty. We were planning to stay at Rufus River and we were heading there last night and it was really late. And we decided to turn back 30k away from it because it was a dirt road and we thought if the weather turns we're going to get stuck there. And it's a good thing we did because today it has rained all day. We then headed to Wentworth to another camp, but again it was also just slop because of the weather. So we ended up in the sports complex at Wentworth, which is a car park. And if you're wondering why, actually I'm super red and whatever. Cheers. Where we're staying, it's actually quite handy. There's water, a dump point, and it's all bitumen. So with this weather, it's perfect. We can get in, we can get out. I mean, it's not ideal. The other one would be more picturesque. Here's little miss. We're about to go for a walk because it's finally stopped raining, hasn't it, Stevie? And we're going to go for a walk. Yes, we are. She's excited. I'm excited. This is where we are in our setup. So I haven't even unhitched the van because it's been raining the whole time. So we're still hitched up. And there's our little doggies in their pen. They're Mum's little dogs. In the township of Wentworth, if you head towards Mildura, just on the outskirts, they have a little park and they have a historical paddle boat steamer. It's pretty impressive. It's called the PS Ruby. And it was built in Morgan in South Australia in 1907. It's pretty cool. I'll try and get a better view of it for you. Let me go through the fence here. There you go. Check it out. So they've floated it here in a little pond. And they must do little tours in it at some point because, you know, they've still got the gangway and all that good stuff. Pretty cool. They've also got some other historical items or old-timey machinery that I'll take you to in a second and show you. So the paddle steamer carried cargo between Morgan, South Australia and Swan Hill in Victoria. Odd that it's here now though. But they restored it in 1995 and it has a board that does everything and everything like that looks after it and maintains it, which is pretty cool. Here's the front of the Ruby. How cool. The size of the lights on it. It's pretty sweet. I mean, the water's a bit icky. Oh, there you go. There's a awesome view. If I squeeze you through there, they can get her in and out. Good old PS Ruby. And then this is the other side. Hey mate. What's old mate? Check him out. Oh, the possum. David James Jones, sorry, nearly fell over. 1901 to 1982. Huh. A will-o'-the-wisp nomadic recluse who lived for 54 years in the bushland downstream of Wentworth. How cool! Good on him! How cool is that? Sometimes I wish I could live in the bush for 54 years, tell you what. How unreal. But in this rest area, you'll see bins, playground for the kids, monuments, my awesome car. They've got bathrooms and everything.
But we'll walk you over, have a look at some of the old machinery. So an old-timey steam tractor by the looks. It's a bit weathered, so I'll see if I can make out anything. That's cool. It's called the Demon. Yeah, it's a steam engine. Pretty cool. The wheels on them are massive, eh? It's insane. I guess, yes, tractors these days have mega wheels on them too, but it's just crazy. I don't know, old-timey stuff. Huh, and hand-operated chaff cutter. There's always old-school farming equipment, for sure, in country towns. They always have a little display, don't they? Huh. Then they've got this hut. I'll show you the inside of it because it's locked up. Oh yeah, cool. It's like shows you what the old-timey huts looked like back in the day. It's pretty cool. They've padlocked it up so you can't get in. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's simple. It's made out of like logs. It's a log cabin. So simple yet so effective. It's pretty cool. And then again, more, excuse my nasally voice, I have a bit of a head cold. I thought I kicked it just before we left, and I had. But then the mega driving days to get down here just ran me down a little bit, so I'm a bit head coldy again, which is annoying. Wow. But anyway, check out this stuff. Not the bin. We'll go check out what they are. They're pretty sweet. There you go. So, earth dam drain maker, which is, this is an earth dam drain maker. I have never seen one of these before in my life. How cool. Excuse my camera work, nearly dropped it. I'll go check out what this mega pipe structure is. It looks like it's a boring piece of kit. But look, I'm just making things up because I have no idea. But I like to learn. I like to have a look and like to educate myself on things. Let's go check it out. Still not sure what this is. Armstrong Holland. Oh, it's a grater. Disregard. Didn't notice the massive blade underneath. How silly. Wentworth Bridge Ram. There you go. So it's one of the hydraulic cylinders known as rams. It's actually removed from the current bridge when it was upgraded in 2013. There you go. I was kind of right, maybe? On the right track. Let's go with that. On the right track. That's it. Check it out while you're here, why not? It's pretty cool to see in person. It's just a little 5-minute stopover on your way in or out of Wentworth at the Mildura end. Pretty cool. Alright, we'll be checking out the Wentworth Gaol next. And if you haven't seen the Australian show, TV show Wentworth, the new version of it, get on it. It is awesome. If Frankie Doyle's there, who is played by Nicole De Silva, oh, I'll let you know. Now, I promised you the next time I checked in, it would be at the jail. I told the truth. Here it is. Her Majesty Wentworth Gaol. Watch house, or watchtower, a trough, presume for the horses to drink at. Can you imagine if you ever got released walking out of there? We meet again. The people you see when travelling. You run into them all the time. Here we go. Hello, little baby. Out you go into the sun. Such is life. Here you go, Mum. Stick your head in here. Then I'll chop it off. You hold it, I'll do it. No, it's recording.
Oh, can't see a thing.
Don't worry. It's quite tight to get your head in. Hey, you laughing at me, Steve? No, I've got to get my head out. Ah!
That's your horse's tail.
It's quite tight, so I understand why they brought it down on top. As trying to jam their heads in there.
Yeah.
All right. No man's land. Let's go this way.
To the women's cells, right?
Ooh. It's pretty high wall. You definitely not getting out. The women's cells. All right, Frankie Doyle, where are you? Oh. It appears the jail's architect badly only made provision for just 2 female cells. So they had a very overcrowded prison system. Oh wow. Toilet ick. Oh, how cold would you be? You might die just with the thought of it, no? Ooh. Go in, I'll shut the door. No, you won't. Sex, female, age 29, name B. Smith. Ha ha ha, you be the prisoner. B. Smith. So that means Frankie Doyle is going to be here somewhere. Come on, Frankie, where are you? Peace. Love it. Wentworth. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, watch it. The salvos were incarcerated regularly, that's great.
Oh, because they were orthodox religious order. All day they had the showers, didn't they?
14 or more prisoners, wow. So I actually thought this was another way to get out. I was wrong. It is the outdoor shower and toilet, perhaps. They'd say that they'd hang like something on there that, you know, like a bush shower. Winter, oh, yuck. Would have been freezing. It's cold now. And then that thin mattress that they had to sleep on, you'd hope that they got a blanket, because if they didn't, they would have just died of exposure even though they're inside. Having said that, 2 cells, 14 or more women, they probably just huddled together for warmth like penguins. The old whipping tree over there.
That's the women's cells, that's their
Yeah, that was the
there.
women's cells. Yeah, we were just in there.
All the men's area, I suppose.
And a whipping tree, or a chain-up tree for being bad. This might be a whipping area. They were shackled to the stone. If they attempted to escape from hard labour, cleaning the town streets in summer, heat, A plated palm tree hat was issued to the prisoner on the stone. Wow. So you got chained here if you're bad. Nice tree in the middle. Bit of water. And here's the old whipping tree. Gosh. Wasn't bad enough being in prison. And then they do this to you as well. Bloody hell. Major Lock Weir established the first prison in the area in 1850, a dead gum tree with a bullet chain bolted around it. Prisoners were shackled to the chain. Right, so that was the original prison, and they just tied them to the, shackled them to the tree. I reckon this place would be haunted. Should come here at night.
Surely they'd want to get out of here and go somewhere else.
Nah, they're going to haunt everyone who comes to visit. Oh, there's a door. Let's go in there. You right to get her up?
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, cool. It's the old police stuff. The old fire pit. Looks like they'd feed the wood in. Is that like a press, a mangle?
Yeah, that's for your washing.
Yeah, so you'd press, like, thin it out, or the sheets or whatever would go through
put
there?
them through that.
Is that what would dry the excess?
Yeah, it takes the excess out of them.
So was that then, this thing here, I thought was like a
I thought it
fireplace.
was a copper. It may not be, but it looks like it could have been a copper.
And
Yeah,
what does a
no,
copper do?
Well, you boil your clothes.
History with Maria, because that's how old she is. Here we go.
Well, you boil your clothes. And
Oh, like on Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory at the start, she was doing that with a
Oh,
big wooden
the
paddle.
copper's a big container in there. You light the fire, and when it bubbles up, naturally
And
you put your
you
clothes
stir
in,
it
you
around.
stir it
Yeah,
around.
that's
and
the
clean
opening
up.
scene of
Yeah.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And then when you want to rinse it, like, get the water out of them, so you put them through that thing.
Yeah, and that's the dryer. Oh, this is old mate Possum that we saw at where the paddle boat steamer was.
Alright.
This is the dude who lived
Oh, yeah.
in the bush for 54 years. Good on him. What a champ.
Well, he came to fame, didn't he? Just by...
Just by living. Good on him. Yeah, I would live out there if I could and get away with it, but probably die after 3 weeks with no food.
That's the thing about...
What do you think, little miss? With your little dum-dum, chilling in your little pram, eh? Tricky cats. Do you want to go live in the bush with Mum? Okay, that's a resounding no.
She had a lovely...
Want to go live in the bush with Mum?
Yes, he didn't
Yeah?
live bad. He lived till 81 too.
It's a big no, isn't it, kid? Ah, no reaction at all. Got it. So David James Jones, aka the Possum, was a shearer by trade, and he just decided that he was done with society. So he went to the bush and lived there for 54 years. He just wanted to be left alone, wanted to live alone, and he died alone. So he got exactly what he wanted. Good on him. A flogging rat. Whoa, have a look at that. I'll show you the picture of it. They just pin you to it and then just whip the hell out of you. Oh. No, it's so cool. Floggings will continue until morale improves. Wow. This is clearly where the army got their sense of fixing morale. So they had a store in the jail, just like they do. Commissary. I'm telling you, you'll learn everything you need to know about prisons from Wentworth. Oh wow. This gives you surgery and bathroom. And yeah, that's once they ended the use of this as a jail, they turned it into a school. Whipping stool. Oh, bloody hell. As if you weren't punished enough by being in prison. Yeah, so they turned it into a school after that. Could you imagine just sitting there in your classroom and something touches you on the shoulder? No doubt this place has to be haunted. Like, people would have died here for sure. And then you scream in class and then you get in trouble and you get punished. And so they did that over and over and over again to kind of get theirs back, maybe? I don't know. But it's just crazy that they turned it into a school afterwards. This is cool. All the First Nations stuff, it's all there. Grinding plates, what they used. Wow. So this is where they'd grind up all their food to make breads or what they would use, sorry, it wasn't there that they'd do it. Oh, here you go. Or grind up their paint to make their amazing cave paintings. Well, it's a very full frontal nudity. I wonder if this works. Let's check it out. It's the old, well, I'm going to say that's a resounding no. My baby's in prison. Nana, what have you done to her? Stevie, are you behind bars? Not only are you pinned in your little stroller, you're behind bars now, darling. Bye. I'm just kidding, I would never do that. I wonder if they rang the bell when there was a hanging or food or something like that. I wonder. What did Nana do? She just left ya. Hey? Oh. What's in here, kid? The gateway. So this is where you'd be released, if you're ever released, through these big wooden doors. Male cells. So there's a lot more of these than the female cells. Oh, look at the door on it. It's insane. It's metal to or steel. Has 10 cells, 8 smaller examples, and 2 larger drugs cells. Ghosts, see? Little orbs on it. Awesome. I love that stuff. Wow. 18 men would be housed in here. Very similar to the women's cells, well, identical. Gosh, look at what they slept on. It's a rug. Oh, the coffin. Lovely. A porpoise coffin. On that with, I've got 17 other blokes. Oh wow, this one's huge. Wow, this is massive. Oh, lovely. So this one over here would be another big one. Yeah, this one's huge as well. They had lovely old handwriting, didn't they?
Yeah, you want to make up a mixture?
What is that? The knocker.
Yeah, that's
Half a pint of metho,
fight, so.
half a cup of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of Indian opium, 2 gallons of Jamaican rum, 1 gallon of hot water, and stir well and stand for 24 hours in a strong crock. Yeah, Captain Starlight here as a bushranger. The Zesters History did a really good podcast on it in their unique fashion. It's good. We should know better, Morgus family, in 21. Come on. Ridiculous. This is why we can't have nice things. People graffiti them.
So there you have it. The old Wentworth Gaol. Pretty cool. It's a lot bigger than what you think once you get in there. But I feel like they could have maximised the space better and had more people. There was huge walkways, but like little buildings. Like the buildings were big, but they could have fit more buildings in there is what I'm saying, by just making the walkways a bit smaller. But yeah, not bad. $8 for an adult. Not sure what kids were. Seniors and pensioners and all that good stuff are $6 or something. So definitely affordable. Cool to have a look at an old jail. Yeah, there you go.
No Frankie Doyle, unfortunately, but there was mention of B. Smith, so I know she was here. Okay, I'll stop there. Alright. We might check out the next part of what Wentworth has to offer. There's a Pioneer Museum over there. We're not going to go in. I guess you've seen them all, so we're not going to go.
We've done a little bit more adventuring in Wentworth just now, and we've come to the Murray-Darling confluence. So it's where the Murray River and the Darling River meet. It's pretty cool. Here's the sign that tells you all about it and shows you the bird's eye view of it. If you had a drone, you could send it up. Don't have one yet. And there it is. The Murray and the Darling. That's where they meet. Oh, little pelicans diving for fish over there. Beautiful spot to come and have a picnic. I'm going to climb up that little observation tower and walk up the stairs and have a spritz. Yeah, what a beautiful spot. I'll show you what it's like from the top when I get there. So here's a close-up of the tower. Not too hard at all. But when you're a little bit crook, I feel like I'm going to die. And you get a pretty banging view from up top of the confluence. Up we go. It's like walking up a lighthouse. Not that I've ever done that, but it just reminds me of Round the Twist. Classic childhood Aussie show. Have you ever? You're all singing it now, aren't you? You're welcome. Okay, it wasn't too bad at all. And you can walk around the whole thing. There it is. From a little bit higher up. Slightly higher vantage point. I'll do the walk around the whole tower so you can see. You can see exactly what I see. Nana had a quick look, then she went back and sat with Stevie because it's a bit blowy up here. Not bad. Oh, pelican! To soar with persistence. If you're a beach Mirian, you'll know exactly what I mean. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. We're going to go find Lock 10 and check that out. Lock 10, well, Lock and Weir number 10, yeah. So on the sign it just says Lock 10 Weir. Now I know what a weir is. Oh, no drone zone.
but I don't know what the lock side of it means. So I might have to have a Google of that and drop it in down the bottom if it's something easy enough. Hello, Mr. Pelicans and Mrs. Pelican. Waterbird. Getting some food. It's a beautiful day here after the weather we had on Monday. Oh, it was shocking. So the distance from the river mouth is 830k. It's 30.8 metres above sea level. What? And construction was completed in 1929. And its responsibility is, you know, water quality management, which Captain Charles Sturt passed this spot. There you go, in 1830, the 23rd of January 1830. Check it out. Huh. It'd be cool to walk out there. I wonder if we can. Let's have a squeeze. There you go. Ah, so the lock. Now, correct me if I'm wrong and drop it in the comments down below. I'm going to take a guess. Is this bit the lock? So boats and stuff can still pass through. So they open it from each side. This bit here is deep in the forefront. So, you know, boats can pass up and down stream or river. And then you've got the weir itself. If I'm right, let me know. I'm still going to Google it. And if I Google it and I'm right, it'll just be nailed it or something like that. I wonder if, yeah, that's the lock. I wonder if I can just figure these things out myself. Lock 10 fishway. What is a fishway? Okay, the fishway is to permit fish upstream. Wow, you can't get in there, which sucks. It'd be so cool to be able to walk out on there, but you can't. Look at the flow of the water though. Jump off there with a boogie board and you just get down there. I mean, you wouldn't do it because it's super dangerous and, you know, you might die or drown. But it'd be hell fun if it was safe. Oh, wait up. No entry, authorised personnel. Spewing, I wonder if that's under a lock. Poke you through. Ooh. So this is this end of it. So cool. Go back through the bars. A lot of bars today. Prison and jail is a theme by the looks. Ooh. Get out of town. Awesome. Sick. Oh, look at that. They've even got traffic light system on the lock. Fingers crossed I'm right. There you go. Check that out. Alright, there you have it. And then you can actually see those two big beams just here in the front ones on the right. Straight past that is the confluence of the Murray and the Darling. Sweet. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, sorry. I will always wear sunnies in my videos, guys. It's just too bright for me. And I'm not even hungover. I just always wear sunnies. Anyway, there you have it. Sweet. Now I've got to trek back to the car. There's a council dude out there now. If I was a little bit later, maybe he would have let me out there too. How cool. It's obviously going out to check something. That'll actually be a lot of fun. One day, put it on the list. We got home earlier today, so we're doing a little bit of a happy hour. That banana's for Stevie, my wine, Stevie's chair, and little Stevie herself playing in the dirt. Abba. Little grub. But she loves it. She's trying to stand up, but she can't. What you got there, darling? What you got? A leaf and some bark. Yeah. No, not dogs. Yeah, the dogs are in front of you. Go, go, go. The oldies are playing bowls. Gonna enjoy my wine. Beautiful Shiraz. Can't beat it. It's the best red. Tomorrow we're going to hit up a few wineries and the distillery. Fosse's Distillery at Whiskey, and I think they do some gins too. It's going to be an expensive day tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the afternoon and we'll check in tomorrow at the wineries. Cheers.